You know, one of the things that got me into photography, like really serious, was a prime lens f1.8 and 2 baby girls. Seeing the world through that lens and capturing them so innocent, those images are priceless, and for that situation creates something so magical and wonderful that it just, you really connect to it. You even get emotional yourself when you see the images.
There's so much to take in and so many shots to take.
I'm Mally Davis, and I am a photographer, graphic designer, podcaster, YouTuber and full-time dad. So what is the Mally brand? I'm a graphic designer. I've made brands for 25 years for different companies all over the world, really. And I'd say only till recently I've started asking the question of what am I doing? Why? Who am I in this? I got speaking to Sean Tucker when I did a talk for the Creative Festival in Scotland, and that was a real turning point in my creative outlook, if you like, and realising that I'm a communicator. I'd never thought of it like this, that I'm a communicator, and that I am good at it, I guess, at getting connection with people through the camera. So that's now something I'm leaning to and starting to consider if it is a brand or whatever. My granddad was an artist and a painter. My uncle did backgrounds for Danger Mouse and Cosgrove Hall. And I had these people around me from born till, you know, where I am now. These people always influenced me. For 40 years, I've been doing all kinds of creativity, not realising that photography was the one thing that I should have been doing. I went off to be a fine artist, I went off to be a graphic designer because I found that's the way I could make money. I could have a career as a graphic artist. But along the journey, along that way, I always had a camera. But I just like the way they all dance. I was left to roam free, and off I'd go into the Forest of Dean, which I mentioned that place because we went on holiday there for 12 years. And I could just go and do what I wanted. I got my first real camera, was a Fuji film camera. If I was outside anywhere, I'd take a camera with me. I would be with a camera. And then I'd have to say what made it happen more was the introduction of video and the idea of creating on YouTube, which came from going out again organically with a gentleman called Stephen McNally. We went to the Malham Lone Tree and around Malham, and I had an iPhone 8 Plus, so that time dates it for you, around 2018, I think. And that was it. I just got the bug. I've been talking about this on my vlog today about ego and not worrying too much about what you're doing or what you're photographing, but just hone in on the things that attract you. And that's what got me out. That's what gets me to go out with my camera, is the fact that I know I'll be excited when I see a composition or a situation or whatever happens in the weather or the landscape, and it doesn't matter, from blue skies to rain, storms, anything. It's always an opportunity to be creative. I hear so many people say, I haven't got the time. And then I hear people say to me, how do you get the time to do all that? And I guess it's just having the support of my wife, the support of my family, and talking. We talk to each other. I don't go out all the time, although it appears that I do. We have a lot of time, and I think it's how you use it. That's rock bottom of it, is how time is used. And I feel that you can do a lot more if you cut out the waste, if you change your attitude towards time itself. Ego couldn't be any bigger right now. There's two cameras pointing at me. There's two lovely gentlemen filming me. I guess you've got to let go of all that. You've got to stop thinking you are something that you're not. For me, it's hard to describe. When you're in nature, nature provides what you need. Nature doesn't need to know that I've got a flash car or a nice camera. Nature doesn't care. If I took it all too serious, I'd probably be more successful, to be fair, in monetary terms, but I wouldn't be happy. I'm at my happiest either, well, I've got to say this, with the family, or out with my camera, or both at the same time. I'm orgasmic. But I mean, just to be in nature doesn't need an ego. Maybe YouTube does, maybe the video does, and it does give me a confidence. But do you know what? I'm not a confident person. I just say what I think and say what I feel and leave all that bragging behind. The fact that you've got this world of people out there now that I think watch YouTube more than telly. So YouTube's fascinating. I didn't start off with YouTube as a means of like, and still isn't, fame or fortune, or I just thought it was a great way to showcase my photography, a great way of marketing my photography. It's what a platform to get your photography out there to people who wouldn't necessarily ever see your creativity, and that's quite special. But do I really care about that? All of this, again, back to don't take things that serious. I just do what I do and enjoy it, and don't think too much about it. There's a lot of people who I admire who aren't, say, famous or big names or whatever, because I think everyone's equal, and if something really connects with you and you get something from it, I think you should share it with others and let them have that moment of seeing something quite special that you think, I love it, so they're gonna love it, and pass it on and pass it on and pass it on, and it's free. Nature's the one thing that's ruled me and helped me and provided me comfort when there's no one else around and no one there. So then when you throw a video camera in that's who I am. What you're seeing is me out with the camera, just doing what I'm doing, and it's a stream of consciousness, just like the podcast. I love doing the in-between episodes on the podcast because I basically just talk rubbish for 25 minutes. I'm at a point now where I have something to give of value, and then I want to pass that on. So the workshop this year is a big one in Scotland. It's the biggest thing I've ever done in photography. I didn't do it as a conscious thought to think I can make money here. I did it as a means of I can make money, but I can also build on something that I think is as important as nature and going out, as I can create something that gives value and gives me back something. I get something from meeting people. Seeing people get enthusiastic and just being in and go, oh wow, I can see that tree now, you know, it looks like Gladys Knight and the Pips, and they get the story, or this is a mournful scene of, or something you connect a story to, either the trees or the mountains or whatever, and being out with people and passing that on and seeing them light up, seeing people come alive with the photography. Giving people the fire under their arse to go out and be enthusiastic about photography without worrying too much if they get it wrong is just wonderful.
Well worth just spending a few moments and taking it. I'm gonna head back down now and have a chat.